Welcome back to Conflict of Nations. This is Uthred Ronaldson, and we are now at day 10 Philippine series. So here's the map. Here's the extent of our territory. So we got the southern part of Japan, the whole Korean peninsula, and we are now advancing into China. Okay. So yesterday we talked about our preparation and the first steps of our plan, the Operation Shotgun, as I call it, because of our simultaneous attack into China through um, the coastal cities here. So we captured Hong Kong, Shanghai, Qingdao, and Zhangzhou. Okay. And reinforcements from Korea are now on their way as the whole of the Korean peninsula has been peacefully pacified, and they are now living under the freedom and protection of the Philippines. So now we are going for China, and we have taken over four of his mainland cities. Now he still has a total of four, I think. Yeah, one, two, Beijing, Harbin, Lanzhou, Chingking, and Lhasa. So he has a total of five. And then six. This one is Urumqi. It's an occupied city. So he has a total of six cities. So five mainland and one occupied. So this one will still, um, if the player is active, definitely this one can still put up a fight. There is an infantry right here in Chongqing, but most of eastern China is basically undefended. Aside from the um, motorized infantry that we sank right here in the East China Sea, and basically that's the only those are the only casualties right now we have inflicted with China, and also one um, air superiority fighter in Shanghai. Okay, and then we'll be able to capture the capital in 40 minutes. Beijing will fall. Beijing is virtually undefended. All right. Okay. So, okay. Now, I haven't discovered how to use or how to use your spies to reveal all enemy units. I haven't discovered that here in Conflict of Nations. It's different for Call of War, but I haven't tried. I've tried it here in Conflict of Nations, but I haven't been successful and lucky enough to get a an army reveal. So army reveal means you will be able to have a view, or enemy units, all enemy units will be revealed to you using that particular intelligence or spy activity. So it's right here. All right. So in terms of using spies, you can do three types of intel, or types of spy attacks. So you can do intelligence. So this one gathers intel. You'll have the enemy's communications, diplomatic and economic activity. So you will be able to read your enemy's messages. You'll be able to view your enemy's economic standing, right? So you can also do corruption. So this one, it will, yeah, there. Missions is to wreak havoc among the enemy resource production and population and morale. So this is normally what I use for Conflict of Nations. I use this to attack enemy morale on some specific cities, especially occupied cities, because if you can get them down to because those cities are normally not garrisoned. So if you can um you know damage the city's morale, then those cities will rebel, and that will help you, right? Because your enemies will then have to send um, forces to recapture the city or the territory. And then we also have the sabotage right here. So agents carrying out sabotage missions damage the enemy's infrastructure and delay constructions and mobilization. So this one, it damages your military infrastructures, and also, yeah, that could cause delay in mobilization. And from for Call of War, we use the sabotage mission to get a an army reveal. But for Conflict of Nations, that's I've tried that, but I haven't been successful. So I'm gonna try that again in the later part of the game. All right, so we got another um, territory right here captured. So our mission here right now is to connect with our forces in the south. So this infantry right here, the 32nd Infantry Battalion, will be sent uh, down here to establish a connection with Hong Kong, and for us to unite our front. Now we'll send our fighters here to do some recon. All right, so yeah, if you notice, all my planes are deployed. It's been very effective for me because I'm able to scout as far as I can even reach Mongolia at this point using my naval bombers. So it has a very long range, and you can be I can virtually see anywhere in China. Okay, so all right, so yeah, we're moving forward. That goes the same as well for my ally Indonesia right here, moving westward into India. So Myanmar is almost out of the game, and Indonesia is now bombing the hell out of the cities in India. Jinhua, Henan, okay, Fuyang. So those provinces are now ours. Okay, so we can move further inland.
Reporting for duty.
Yep, so that one is Ragnar. So we're gonna move further inland. We'll capture the mountains right here.
Affirmative.
We have another force right here. Okay, gonna move forward, capture this place. So I'm gonna send some planes to scout ahead to make sure that my troops won't be ambushed. So let's use this one right here. So let's scout that. Okay. And then this one right here, its task is to capture this province, Dalian, in order to um close this frontier right here and link up with our forces in central China or in eastern China. Okay, there. Lots of movements right here. So clearly, the Indian Ocean is uncontested, as I should say. We have Diego Garcia right here. We have no troops, but somehow it feels like the Indian Ocean is a part of our territory. So that's good. So Australia right here just sent his reinforcement and is now able to recapture Beira from the insurgents and currently assaulting insurgent positions in Harare. There. So soon this city will fall into the hands of Australia. All right, and then we'll still have to finish what's left of Mozambique right here, with Maputo as the capital still standing. All right, so this forces right here won't be enough. He needs to send more. If Australia is planning to assault Kenya, he needs to add more troops here. But he's currently stretched because he's also at war with Russia right here. And Russia is now going to take over and will recapture Vladivostok. So let's see the stats of our forces right here. So it's in 18.8 defense against infantry with 12.5 defense against armored vehicle. This one will have a 19.8 attack. Okay. So clearly this one is superior than Australia's. Okay. And now I'm gonna have to face them as well. So this one, no, no. Anyway, that that will cause a delay for Russia because all his structures here in Vladivostok has been um, demolished. So he will then again need to rebuild that. So, okay. So I think this one will be a failure for Australia. Um, the corvette right here can inflict can inflict some damage. But I'm not sure if he's active right now. Okay. I'm basically jumping right in to capture this territory. Oh, so you can't jump yet. All right, that's fine. So the 22nd Recon Division is now on its way to Harbin. I think we will be facing Russia soon, although he still hasn't completed his task here, his conquest here in Turkey as well as in Iraq. And now he diverted some of his forces to recapture Vladivostok. So, yeah, this will be a very difficult fight for him because he's too far. Although he has an air base here and a field hospital, but I don't think this will be enough to sustain. And this, to be honest, this is a waste of resource. So that's a waste of resource for Russia. Um, if if I am Russia, if I am playing as Russia right now, I will cede this part of my territory for the sake of securing peace. But I'm not sure. Maybe there are some things that I don't know right here in this part of the map. Maybe Russia has a huge army. I haven't played as Russia before, so maybe Russia has a huge army and is very confident uh, of its military. And right now, it's going for Belarus's capital, Minsk. Okay, it's pushing inland. Okay, all right. So who is winning right here? So we have one, two, three, four, five, six. So all these cities are actually um, Belarusian cities. They're now all Russian occupied cities. All right. Okay. Okay. Sending more troops into Africa. That's very good. Is now going for Kenya. Okay, so he's sending fresh troops into Kenya. I mean, Australia is sending fresh troops into Kenya. And New Zealand has good ships, powerful ships. Hopefully, he knows how to use them. But at this point, he's doing really well. Was able to capture this Chinese territory right here, Shuang Yashan, as well as this Russian territory, Ussurisk. And now he's going for this province right here, Bikin. But he is on a dangerous position. Once Russia recaptures Vladivostok, which I think will be inevitable, then he can go north to finish this off. But he will need to have reinforcements because these forces will definitely um, this force will be depleted right after this battle right here in Vladivostok. Okay, all right. So our resources have made some improvement, especially our supplies, but our components are now down to 1,100, and our chips electronics is at 693, rare materials at 884. So um, our supplies have improved, which means we'll be able to do research, and we'll be able to mobilize um, elite rail guns in a few more days, probably 2 to 3 more days. All right. Cameroon is also doing really well right here in Western Africa. Is now about to finish off Nigeria. And okay, so once Nigeria is done, then I'm not sure what his next course of action will be. Good targets will be DR Congo. Yeah, if he can take out DR Congo, Mali is too huge. If he can take out DR Congo, he can help Australia with Kenya, and that will help the coalition secure Central Africa, which is crucial and vital in dominating this area. So that's an option. If he will go for Mali, this one is a a much more bigger territory. So I guess the best course of action is DR Congo, and then go into Kenya together with Australia. And then if they do that, then they will be open for Chad, South Sudan, Ethiopia, as well as Sudan. All right. Now, if he goes north, he will be facing off with Spain much sooner. So I think it's better if he go east for now, and avoid um, having contact with Spain for the meantime. The U.S., by the way, is also doing well, and is almost done with Canada. I don't think Canada still has a city. Okay, so he still has Winnipeg. Okay, the U.S. was able to recapture Chicago, and then pushed the Canadians back north. So, okay. So it's just Winnipeg. The last remaining Canadian city is Winnipeg. Once that one falls, then Canada is lost. Now, once that's done, the US can now go for Mexico, or he can make alliances. All right. And the US and Russia are in one coalition. So here we go. China is now part of the Axis power, so this player is still trying to save himself. So, okay, now that means we can expect Russian forces in China. Okay, okay. So within the day, we will reach Harbin. We can capture Harbin. 8 hours. Okay. Yeah, probably that's gonna Harbin will be captured by the next day. All right, so we're almost here in Shanghai. 18 more minutes. Let's try and see if we can jump. Okay, so we can't jump yet. This one. Let's try and see if this will jump. There. Alright, so it's now pushing for Harbin. I can reroute this and then capture this. But I don't think I can do that now. Yeah, that's an option. I can do that. So if I send my forces right here, I can try and capture this because this is where reinforcements will come. So we can do blockade and we can blockade these troops right here. Damn, so I need to send ships. So I'm currently producing frigates. So I'm producing 2 frigates right now. Okay, so I'll send that here in Russia. Russia needs to be dealt with because it took Australia a long time to capture the territory. That's why Russia was able to improve his position. Okay. Anyway, I'm preparing to do some annexing in the near future. So I'm planning to annex Hong Kong and then Beijing right here. Also Taiwan. So Beijing because it has an airport, an air base that I can use. So it's level 3. So I will be able to use it. Plus Beijing is a rare material city. So this will be a a good city to annex, and then we'll do Taiwan for the chips, but I will actually consider again because at this point I no longer need Taiwan. I didn't even had to put a an air base in Taiwan, which was my initial plan. So I'm gonna find a different city um, that has existing structures, so we can save some resources. Like this one, it has a barracks. So Fukuoka is also a good candidate. No, this one has a. Oh, so that's a fuel city. Osaka, no. All right. Anyway, I'll just look for another city. But for the meantime, so no Chinese resistance. Now, accepting China is actually good for Russia because Russia will now be able to see the type of planes that I have. So he will see that I have naval patrols, type of infantries I have. So I'm exposing myself too much the the Axis powers. Okay, let's let's just check the news. By the way, let's check nation stats right here. So Indonesia is still the first player, followed by Brazil, and then Russia, Cameroon, the fourth player now, and then we have Colombia, the U.S., and then the Philippines. So we are on the eighth place. We're about to overtake the United States, but he's also winning in Canada, so he's also gaining points. So let's check the news for day 10. Okay. All right. So we have a war between Spain and Algeria, which Spain is winning. Then we have casualties in India. Then we have a war between Colombia and Mexico, with Mexico getting more of the casualties. All right, Australia also lost three motorized infantry as he attempted to attack Russian positions in north of Vladivostok. Has been destroyed, but it's there you go. So Vladivostok, the first infantry battalion, has been destroyed, and those are the three motorized infantry. It's part of those seven motorized infantries that he sent to Vladivostok, and now Vladivostok will be retaken by Russia. Okay, Spain versus the UK. So yeah, Spain is someone that we need to look out for. Spain is a veteran player with good stats also. All right. So Jamaica versus Mexico, Mongolia versus China. So here, this is a very good uh opportunity for us to attack because China is at war with Mongolia. All right. Okay. Okay. So here is Spain's stats. He is at 1.60 KD, second lieutenant with a gold bar. Okay, 21 victories and then 6 solo victories. This one is a good player. So yeah, he knows that it's good. So he's kind of waiting for better offers, for good offers from potential allies. So he's not yet committing to any coalitions yet, but he is closer to the Axis powers because um, they're neighbors. So, okay. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Skal.